The scene that was really fucked up for me was Johnny's character woke up and there was a dookie on his bed. Oh no, that was real life. Would you smell the caca?
Huh?
This is God.
Welcome to another episode of The List. I'm your host, Enterprise. Joining me here sometimes,
Boss man.
The title we are scratching off today is the final for our horror month douche, Nightmare on Elm Street. A classic. Iconic.
Yes.
One of the best. Stupido here had not seen an error. So, teenager Nancy Thompson must uncover the dark truth concealed by her parents after she and her friends become targets of the spirit of a serial killer with a bladed glove in their dreams, in which, if they die, it kills them in real life. It's iconic top 5 horrors or even characters of all time.
Characters,
right?
yeah, I think it's going to be characters.
5 is a lot.
Top 5? What is a lot?
For Freddy Krueger to be top 5 all time of anything in the world?
Character?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
It's kind of a lot. Horror, definitely top 5.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a bunch of like little nuggets while doing research that I found to be cool. So like the name Freddy Krueger came from Wes Craven. He had a bully back when he was a kid. And the colors for his iconic sweater, which how do you know it's iconic? Because a bunch of Insta hoes sexify your costume. There you go. You're iconic. It's iconically green and red.
Red, yeah.
Because Craven read that those were the two most clashing colors to the human eye. So he already wanted to create conflict by looking at Freddy. And he's a burn victim is because to base him off of a burn victim. That's why he looks kind of fucked up. He was supposed to be like an older dude, but then he transitioned to burn victim because of an article he was reading about an accident and stuff that happened in Taiwan that fucked Wes Craven up pretty badly.
Yeah.
This is also Johnny Depp's first role
His debut.
His debut as Glenn Lance. Bruh. You know what was really messed up?
He just doesn't look like him right there, man.
It looks just like him. What are you talking about?
Oh, no, I mean,
it looks like normal Johnny Depp because you used to see him with like white face and scissor hands and fucking all drunk as a pirate. But he looks like normal young Johnny Depp. It's crazy. The scene that was really fucked up for me was Johnny's character woke up and there was a dookie on his bed. Oh no, that was real life. That was fucked up. I think that was more fucked up than anything that happened in the movie. Would you smell the caca?
Huh?
Would you smell? Come on. Come on.
No.
It's Amber Heard.
No.
Amber Heard's turd.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, obviously, the blood volcano in Johnny Depp's scene is very iconic. Yeah, I could tell immediately that it was shot upside down.
The way he kills is kind of iconic. A lot of blood. You know, you can see a lot of slashing in new ways that back then it was kind of.
It was new back then, and they still feel fresh today. Yeah. Again, I have not seen this movie ever. And like I said, the blood volcano, even though I could tell how they did that effect by turning everything upside down, it still creates a cool effect by turning it upside down and making it go up instead of going straight down. That whole scene was also inspired by The Shining, you know, the waterfall.
Oh, yeah.
But also when they kill the main lady too, which is crazy how the movie makes it feel like she's going to be the main Mija of the whole movie. Right?
The first one?
The first one.
Oh, yeah.
The movie makes it like, oh, this is the girl. This is going to be our hero. Yeah. Nancy's just a side chick. Who cares?
The blonde one, right?
Right. And then next thing you know, she's upside down and turned into chorizo. And then she's all fucked up. You're like, what the hell? That shocked the audience off the bat because you killed our main girl. What the hell's going on now? And even the way that kill of like the things coming up, the effects can be cheesy. But if you shut your brain off, you're like, fuck, that looks crazy.
Or you forget that they're in the nightmares. They're not real life, so that's why it could be so cheesy as a kid.
Right, and they didn't really show. Did they show what she saw? No, huh?
Where she?
Do we see the blonde girl's nightmare?
All the scenes out of the boiler room because that's supposed
No,
to be...
the she's on the alley, isn't she? And then when his arms are like super long and chase her and
oh yeah.
Would look so stupid with him like chasing her like that.
Yeah.
But if you're asking,
that's what I like about her. He does some funny stuff, or crazy shit like that.
But it comes off goofy when you're trying to be scary, because that's what I was gonna say. If you think the movie's scary, I don't think it is. And Freddy's only in the movie for less than 7 minutes, and there's more fucked up imagery. Again, his look was inspired by burn victims. So even for like standards today of him cutting his finger off, slicing the part of his stomach and abdomen, and maggots coming out. Yeah. All those, in the way they were shot and the practical effects they used, it's more nasty than scary. I don't want to look at it. Oh no.
I mean, I think the scary part of the movie is like, if you go to sleep, you get killed.
Right. It's more the psychological toll that the movie puts out. Because that's another awesome shot too, was when the girl was sleeping and he was like coming through the wall, which you can obviously see it's a sheet, and he just pushes it. But it doesn't matter. If you shut your brain off, you will enjoy it. That's cool imagery, you know? And again, that first kill is insane and dope how they did it. I think they were, that was filmed with, the room was rotating. So that's how you get her on the top when it's actually on the bottom.
Scene with the bathtub, his hands coming out.
That was creepy as fuck.
Yeah, man. I mean,
the guy who invented and designed the claw, because back then slasher films, you have a guy with a knife, right? Yeah. So we're trying to be different. So let's make a glove and let's have knives. And the guy who created that was the guy who was in the tub with the actors doing that. It wasn't the actor. I couldn't get over the mom. She's a drunkie. Ronnie Blakely, who plays Marge Thompson. But the thing that I couldn't get over her is how much she looks like handsome Squidward from SpongeBob. It just fucked me up, dog. Look at it. It looks just like her way. Yeah. So everything, she was like trying to be all scary, and all I could see was handsome Squidward. I'm sorry, Ronnie Blakely. I don't want to disrespect you, but that's what I was thinking the whole time I was seeing her on screen. Look at that way. See or no way? That's pretty spot on.
Yeah, spot on, yeah.
So every time she was on talking about her being, whatever, all I could think of was handsome Squidward. I'm sorry. And she's beautiful too, which is fucked up, Yeah,
she's good.
But yeah, I just couldn't get over the fucked up imagery with the body bag and dragging, like when the school, the dragging the body around, the way that the one image was her legs in the air and they drag her away. The makeup when he cuts himself, the hand in the bathtub was creepy that we touched upon. But did you know that the movie was almost produced by Disney, douche?
No.
Yeah. They were trying to shop this movie around and nobody wanted it, but Disney came close, but they obviously didn't want all the nasty shit, and they were trying to cut all the nasty shit out. But Wes Craven said, "Fuck no."
Yeah.
So it ultimately went to New Line. They did it instead, and that studio spawned the nickname "The House That Freddy Built" because
Freddy Krueger saved them.
Yeah, that's why it built the whole thing. That's why they call it "The House That Freddy Built." What I did feel was missing, though, and it could be because we watched Jaws, which you should go and check out.
Jaws?
That we also watched Jaws. That you should check out also from here on the list. It's missing like an iconic tune,
Yeah, he has no theme.
They try to establish one, but it's not catchy enough. You think of Halloween, you got the song playing, you go Jaws, it's coming. I just felt like there needed to be another iconic tune for Freddy.
I think so.
To kind of.
Jason hasn't?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen the Jason movie. I haven't seen Friday the 13th. We're going to do it for the list probably next year, if I'm honest. But it's one to look forward to. But establishing a tune is a very great way of setting the tone and applying tension with just music, And I felt like that was missing like a catchy tune for Friday.
Okay. You don't need it, though.
I feel like I do. You do need it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like
for
I desperately
horror movies? Does Texas Chainsaw has a theme?
His whole face is a theme. It's a you know what
But-
you know what the theme is?
But you say to set up the tension.
You can't have a song. You can't.
I mean, Freddy the shit.
I'm not saying. I'm saying it would have helped
I don't know.
if there was like a little ding 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 ding
music you always remember, like,
ding
yeah.
ding 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 something like that. But because it was the early 80s, some of the effects get a pass. Does it hold up? At some points it does. At some points he doesn't. There's definitely at the end, the ending they chose, and they shot a bunch of different endings. There were like 9 different endings filmed, and Wes didn't want to show Freddy at the end, but the producers did. And it looks like they chose the cheapest one, was where the mom gets sucked in the window and it looks like a fucking blow-up doll.
Yeah.
That's probably the worst one they could have chose. But Wes Craven didn't want to show that Freddy won. You know what I'm saying? Which they did by turning the color of the car. There was one where the little girl was gonna wear. There was like 9 different ones.
Oh, I know. You remember?
Scared the shit out of me.
You said, girls, you have a theme for Freddy. 1, 2.
But that doesn't happen before he kills.
3, 4. That's in every movie, man.
I know, but it's not when he kills.
5, 6.
He needs like a walkout song
Okay.
before he kills people.
But I mean,
That song is creepy, yes. But that doesn't happen. If that happened, if they would have used that before he kills somebody, yes, that's what I'm talking about.
okay.
But there were like 9 different endings. There was one with the girls were gonna have the sweater. There was just 9 of them, and it looks like they picked the worst one. It was so frantic too that while they were showing the picture to New Line, like the finished film, the projector guy had to cut the movie and put that ending in there.
Really?
Yes, they had. So there was like a lot of shots missing, and then they had like a 20-minute wait for the end. And they just showed them the end, and it was they picked that one, and I feel like it was the worst one because it totally it's so stupid. It looks like a blow-up doll being sucked in a window.
Yeah.
Which that's basically what it is. But so in that regard, it gets a couple of passes in my eyes. I guess. Does it hold up? Some of it does.
Like,
some of it doesn't.
I mean, when he's fighting with cop's daughter, what's her name? Many times before,
Nancy.
Nancy. You know, when they fight in the room, in the bedroom,
yeah,
he could stab her right there, man.
Yeah, which is what he kind of ends up doing. No, he like kills her when he turns her back around or whatever.
Yeah, but kind of like the first times.
Yeah, the part with the steps too. Wes did not want that, but the producer did, and they filled the steps full of oatmeal, which I actually like that scene, as kind of cheap and stupid as it looks, because you can totally tell where she's gonna step on. Because have you ever dreamt where you're trying to run away and you can't? That's the effect that I think the producer was trying to convey, and that's what I got from it. That you're trying to run away and I can't in your dreams.
Yeah.
No matter how fucking hard you try. And I think that's what they were trying to do, and Wes Craven didn't want that, but the producer beat him on it, and that's what it stayed there. But the visual of it looks a little cheap and goofy because she's stepping into oatmeal. You know? Going in, I was like, who are they gonna tell me who is he? What is he doing? And eventually they kind of do it, but they don't over explain it at all. You know? This is the only Nightmare on Elm Street movie I've seen. So I don't know if they do that in any of the other 9 fucking Freddy movies. They probably do.
Like tell this backstory?
Give like super extra backstory on the killer, because here the mom, you know, Handsome Squidward is just like, he's a killer, and then we killed him and we threw him in the fire and dun dun.
Yeah. Well, he was child murder.
Right. I would imagine they'd explore that more in the other movies. Have you seen any other ones?
Eventually, they thought they're trying to say like he was a child molester,
right?
Which he is in the new one.
Yeah, again, there's 9 of them, so I don't know if they're all canon.
Reboot. I mean, the reboot. They made a reboot or remake. I don't know, in the 2010.
Yeah.
But in the OG's ones, he says child murder. In the Nightmares, there's always takes place in the boiler room, because that's where they.
That's like that's where they set him on fire.
That's right. Yeah.
Remember when he's on fire and he's running up the stairs? The stuntman was just supposed to stop at the bottom of the stairs, and they were supposed to cut, but he start going up the stairs, and then he threw himself down the stairs on fire.
Yeah.
And the thing, I was like, yo, the fucking stairs are wood. You're on fire. What the hell, right?
Yeah.
And that's what everybody was thinking, but Wes kept shooting. Wes was like, he couldn't believe it. And he was like, you got it? I was like, yeah. Because then you can see him when he lays down on that shot that he ends up using. They jump on him and they put him out.
Yeah.
But he was just supposed to like come out the corner, turn and stand there. And that was it. His motherfucker goes up the stairs,
Right.
close the door, falls down back the stairs, and then lays down on the stairs to be put out. Yeah, at the ending, it's kind of a spoiler, even though I said it. The bad guy wins. You don't usually see these movies a lot where the bad guy wins. You know, it's more often than not the good guy wins, obviously, or the good guy wins, and then there's like a little spark that the bad guy is completely not away, right? This one, he fucking wins. The car turns into a Freddy thing. He sucks the mom through the window, the blow up mom, the blow up handsome Squidward into the fucking home, and you're done, right?
Yeah.
And good luck sleeping.
And he keeps doing it for 5 more movies.
Nine, no? A bunch of them plus reboots and all that shit.
Yeah.
Those were our thoughts on Nightmare on Elm Street almost 20-something years later. But we've been doing this the whole month of October for all these other horror movies. Make sure you click on here to keep watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And always and forever, you do you.
Go to sleep.
Sleep tight.